Let us learn the continued part of types of communication system. In this part we concentrate towards wire and wireless communication system. As in wire communication system, the definition he says, in this communication system, transmission lines are used for carrying the signal from source to destination. As he says, what he says here, the transmission lines are used for carrying the signals from source to destination. From source to destination, to transfer the signals. Okay, what is used? Transmission lines are used. What is used? Transmission lines are used. Such a type of communication system wherein the transmission lines are used for carrying the signal from source to destination is what we call it as wired communication system. The best example for that is your cable television and telephone. Both are the very good examples. As in the picture, you can just observe that wired communication system will be having a wire, and that wire will be acting like a communication channel. Okay, so this is what the wired communication system. Then we go to understand wireless communication system. In this wireless communication system, instead of using transmission lines, we will be making use of electromagnetic radiations. That is what he says. See the definition. In this communication system, electromagnetic radiations are used for exchanging the information between source and destination. What are used? Electromagnetic radiations are used to transfer the information from source to destination. Such a communication system where the electromagnetic radiations are used to transfer the information from or exchange the information from source to destination is called as wireless communication system. The good example for this is data used in computer over the internet, so that most of the internet connections nowadays does not have any wires and hence can be referred for a wireless communication system. And you can see in this diagram and you can get an idea about how the wireless communication system takes place and how the wireless communication system has entered our life and conquered our life in all these devices, and all these devices uses wireless communication system. I mean, they will be making use of electromagnetic radiations. Then coming down to one more part, that is called as baseband and broadband communication system. As the name itself specifies, as the name itself tells you, the baseband communication system will have only a certain small range of frequencies to be transferred from source to destination, and hence it is called as baseband communication system, wherein such a baseband communication system will not be in need of any modulation. So that is what he says. In this communication system, the signals are transmitted without modulation. No type of modulation is used in baseband communication system, and or I can say that modulation is not at all required for baseband communication system. The best example for such baseband communication system could be your telephone and intercom. Then we go to broadband communication system. In this communication system, the signals are transmitted after modulation. In this communication system, what happens? The signals are transmitted after modulation. I mean, the modulation is done with a broadband communication system. As the name itself tell you, it is a broadband communication system. I mean, the range of frequency here is going to be little broader. I mean, the range of frequency or the frequency number is going to be more. As the frequency number is more, the need of modulation increases. I mean, we are in need to modulate the signals before transmitting them from the transmitting station, because when you have a wider range of frequency, there is a very chance of interference taking place while at the time of transmission. That is the reason why we are in need to do the modulation for the signals before sending them or before transmitting them from the transmitting station. And a very good example for this type of communication system is your radio and mobile phones. And you can understand some good idea from, you can get some good idea from this picture which is depicted here, as this first diagram depicts the baseband. Only a certain range of frequencies are being allowed through this communication system, and wherein in broadband communication system, a wide range of frequencies are being allowed, and that is depicted in this picture. So that is why the baseband communication system, modulation is not required, or signals are transmitted without modulation. But when it comes to broadband communication system, signals are transmitted after modulation. So then we come down to the understand modulation in the next video.